email. Okay, check this out. Some guy sent me an email, and he's a message through YouTube, and he's supposedly affiliated or connected to like British television, and he told me that he was gonna like try to sell my show or my channel to the British TV. Yeah, like, you know, tour Asia and a motorcycle kind of thing. I think that I can't say his name. The guy from Train Spotting, and he did the Island recently, and he was in Ewan McGregor. I think that's his name. That guy's really cool. I like that guy. Anyways, he made a video where he like toured around Europe or something on a BMW with another buddy, and they just a DVD of them touring around. You get a famous star on a TV just touring around and commenting on things. I'd love to own it. I don't have it. Can't buy stuff like that out here. I guess I could order it off the internet, but yeah, I should. Reminder to self: when reviewing this video, go on the internet and buy Ewan McGregor's touring video. Anyways, yeah, so I guess that's the idea. He wants me to do something like that, like me touring Asia. So this is the Chiang Kai-shek Memorial Hall. He's the founding father of Taiwan. That's his statue right there, and then his grave is in there somewhere. The Mitsubishi's on my ass. Awesome. You caught up with me again. Well, let's see if we can cause him to crash. Yeah, he's following me. He crossed over the solid yellow to go into the oncoming lane to try to keep up. Which for me is fairly safe because a motorcycle's so thin that it can actually like ride between the lines on the yellow, so I'm not, even if it was, you know what I mean? If it was a car, not so safe. And of course the only reason he's catching up is because I'm like slowing down to casually chat with you guys. It's all your fault. When I'm riding by myself, but in general, I pretty much just try to go quick all the time. Which is the reason why I can go quick some of the time when I want to. You know what I mean? If you only go quick a little bit of the time, then you'll get nervous when you do it. Okay, I got an idea. There's a nice road over here. I'll take you down there. It's a beautiful day. Well, actually, I don't know. I'm not gonna go all the way down this road. We'll just explore for a bit. See, nice funky looking bridge there. Yeah, so there's something interesting. Well, anyways, yeah, I was talking about the TV guy. So the British television guy contacted me. He said that he's gonna like approach a few directors or whatever, and with the idea. So I guess that'll take time. And then he said he'd get back to me. But I'm not getting my hopes up. It's just it's an email. It's just an email off the internet. There's no. I actually like. It's not like I'm gonna go quit my job and say sorry. I don't need to work anymore. I'm just going to ride my motorcycle for a living. Yeah, that's not going to happen. So I'll wait and see. But it's it's something to dream about, something to daydream about. And it's nice to have dreams. As cheesy as that sounds. See, there's a traditional. I'm going to slow down in case the wind's annoying. Oh, actually, I'm going to stop. There's a traditional Chinese house there, with the kind of swooped roof and shingles on top, and they're all like U-shaped for some reason. And the one beside it, I guess, is like a newer addition, but also kind of a Chinese style. Take one of these side streets and see what we see, eh? Like right there, there's a bunch of traditional houses all in a big group, and there's a road that went down there. So I just don't like it when I get to dead ends and I'm sitting there trying to turn the bike around, and usually the people will own some dogs, and the dogs will all come running out to bark at me. So I feel a little bit embarrassed when that happens. I'm not embarrassed, but I feel like suspicious or something, because, you know, the people come out of they'll usually come out of the house to see what the dogs are barking at, and they see me making a U-turn, and it looks like, well, I guess they probably just think I'm lost. Okay, I've never been on this road before. Looks like I'm going into a jungle, like hardcore. See all the vegetation and there's palm trees and stereotypical hat, Chinese hat. I want to buy one of those. I put one on the other day. I was at the go-karting track and they had one, I guess, for when like they're cutting the grass or something. Oh, well, look at this road. Jeez. What do you think? Go up the really narrow, steep road that I can't turn around on, or go down the safer, bigger, flat road? Yeah, okay. Fuck you guys. I ran into a car in this road. I'm like, fucked. Big butterfly. Okay. I'm glad it got flat. Sometimes I go up roads like that and the whole thing just stays steep all the... Oh, okay. Never mind. It is pretty steep. It stays steep all the way up, and then I get to the point where I can't. And you know what's going to happen? There's giant spiders in Taiwan. Like tons of them. They're very common. Okay, here's like a house. And sometimes they'll set up their webs all the way across like a path or a street, like, because it's an open space with trees on either side. Okay, and then here's another gate, so this is going to be someone else's house. And any second, a dog's going to come running out and bark at me. No? Okay. Little farmhouse. This is a grave. I've seen a couple of movies like this where there's like a grave that never gets visited, and then a car will like drive up and stop beside the grave, and then the spirit will come out and like possess the person. But this is an untended grave. And then here, I guess, I don't know what that is, but it's pretty scary. Jeez. This would be a great place for like Texas Chainsaw Massacre or something like that. Yeah, so there's giant spiders here that are like bigger than my hand, and they'll set up webs like all the way across the street, and then they'll be in the middle of it, like if it's a road that's unused like this. But I guess this road must be used somewhat often, because it's you know, there's no growth over crossing the road, vegetation or anything. Lots of butterflies. Okay, the first part of this video I actually did in a higher resolution, 640 by 480. Oh, I wanted to check out that other road. I'm pushing the bike back, going uphill. Yeah, I'm a beast. And as I'm talking about it, I push it over the edge and it falls into a ditch. And I'm out of gas! Son of a... Well, I'm pretty sure there's no gas station down there, so I'm gonna head back. I'm okay. I still got like 40 kilometers, which technically could take me like all the way back to my house, but I think once the reserve light starts flashing, I just went off again. Yeah, once the reserve light starts flashing, you still got like another 40, 50 kilometers you can ride. So, actually, I just talked myself into checking out that road. Make up your mind, Mardeth. You guys having fun? You guys are probably getting dizzy. Oh yeah, this video's on like 640, but now that woman's all suspicious of me because I just like came back to her and then turned around again. This video's by, it's in the higher resolution, but I think it's kind of a waste anyways because YouTube will... Ooh, this is nice. That's like a house. The guy's got a house and his own private little lake. See, I guess land up in the mountains is pretty cheap. So, This is like his own orchard. That's nice. He put up a fence, but he hasn't finished building it yet. So here we go. And I'm like looking out for spider webs. Even if I do see the spider web, it's going to be too late. And then what am I going to do? Like jam on the brakes? I'll do a stoppie right in front of a spider web. Best just to not look for them, and then I won't know. Ignorance is bliss. That's yep. Speaking of which, what's it like having Bush as a president? Oh, I got another thing I want to comment on. Ooh, this is nice. Got some views here. Hello, can I go in the oncoming lane? See, so we're just climbing up the mountains a little bit. What was I saying? Oh yeah, like it's kind of funny. I got a message on YouTube, and the guy was talking about like I don't know top speeds or something, and he was converting it into miles for me, and he was kind of guessing. He's like, I guess that's about this many miles, and I think I can do this many miles. And I'm like, why are you converting? You know, I'm Canadian, and I live in Taiwan, both of which are metric. But I thought about it, and in my videos, I often speak in miles per hour. And the reason I do that, hello, yeah, see, here's me coming to a dead end where I got to turn around and hear the dogs barking at me. It's a nice road. You know, every once in a while, you just choose I just choose a road like this, and I'll find something interesting at the end of it. Like, that's someone's house up there too. Like, one time I found there was like an apartment. It was a road that went down, not up. And at the bottom of the road, there was like there was water. There was a big lake, and there was an apartment building. Maybe that was going to be like a a lakeside hotel or something. But it was deserted. Like it was only like I think they got halfway through building it and they ran out of money or something, and then they just deserted it. So it was kind of cool. Like I go down this road, then I find like it's just dead land in the sense that it's not owned by anybody. Just free land, and a half there's a building there with staircases and everything that's all just abandoned, and then there's a lake with clear water. It looks like you could go swimming in. Be a good camping spot. If it started to rain at night or something, you could just move your tent inside the building. Yeah. Oh, the reason I convert things to miles an hour in a lot of my videos is because I think the majority of my viewers are American. So, whenever I get subscribers, it's usually like US. So that's why I convert. I'm just trying to be polite. Since the majority, like I know a lot of my viewers are European and Canadian. A lot of European ones, not so many Canadian. So I'd rather not convert because, I use kilometers in Canada. I use kilometers in Taiwan. I'd rather not convert to miles, but I think it's the polite thing to do. It's like this one time I was at my friend's house, and he's a French guy, and I'm eating dinner with his family. And his family is like, they're just having a conversation, dinner table conversation, and it's, I came from that way. And it's in French, so I'll speak in French to one another, so I don't speak French, so I'm just sitting there listening to them speak French to one another, and I'm like, okay, what the fuck? So I say to my friend, I say, can your family speak English? And he goes, yeah. I'm like, all of them? He's like, yeah. And I'm like, so why the fuck aren't they? And he's like, well, they're French, so they're speaking French. And I'm like, yeah, but they know I can't speak French. And he's like, yeah, but most people here can. I'm like, yeah, but not if they spoke English, then everyone would be able to understand the conversation. And if they speak French, then one person's left out. Now one person is their guest. You know what I mean? I was young at the time. I was only about maybe 12 years old. 12 years old at the time. But I still remember the conversation because I thought it was so rude. And, everybody there could speak English, and they chose to speak French anyways. And that precluded me from the conversation. Is that the right word? They left me out of the conversation. So I'm just thinking if the majority of people watching, or miles an hour, then I'll convert for them. And, I was still young, so I didn't realize at that time that rudeness is part of the French culture. So now that I'm older, if I went to a French house, I wouldn't really expect them to speak English for me, even if they could. Yeah, it's just stupid. Like, whenever if I speak English and Chinese, but if I'm at a table and 4 people speak Chinese and 2 people speak English, then I'm going to be speaking Chinese, Just something. Or, if I'm at a, can you imagine that? Like, or if it was like, like, my girlfriend right now, she can't speak English, but my last girlfriend could. And if we're, like, sitting with my roommate or something, and, like, as if we're going to have a conversation in Chinese in front of him when he can't speak it. Like, we can both speak English, so why not just flip over to English? Anyways, enough about that. Okay, so I'm back on this road, and I guess I can head back to a gas station or continue up the mountain to a gas station. I guess I'm going to continue up the mountain. And I should start and stop this video.